hano na nipa ne dodo na ewa rehwemu se so ba ha anka obetu din se bia omo etweska bi ato ho na de edisika no ebeye na mom obaye no obehye se omate ministerial committee bi a afi na omo ebehwe statistics no metu anamon yenim se bi metu etu anamon dada omanpenin dada John Mahama sorry for abaha various groups unions abaha no but you feel say nipa 26,000 omo nyina eni faako ebimu wo miamia bebre nti obi wo sorry a bia ade na kankofo no west no eho na anka ebia omo pese omo de bua kakra omo de beboa na de ko enti yen ye panipa na ewo ekrom ho no ena ebisa omo so omo ma yenhu bia nsuo na ka omo na mom achede a eba no enter endru omo ho enti enu nti omo ema yeti ase ese oba kombo no Vocational Technical Institute so mortuary so VR Ghana Great Company Limited Greco almost substation wo ho just say sa substation no na supply kania ema 3 constituencies aye districts ewa ha aye North Town, South Town and Central Town enti ba ye ba ha no enya say bia ye ba kombo no na one particular community miensa enumpo ebimu wo menkete ene de omo nyina abom enoma wo ha no se na maka no just say bibia ye feel say ebeka yensa na de ama omo na ye ba ye no so ye tu anamon yakwa kwhwe emiamia nsuo no asai edan a cracks abema kire se enche bia edan no ebebubu ye hu se bi mbehia roofing sheet ebi mo behia cement ebi nim behia even wood board a ye di sidan se bia nsuo no che wo ho na se wood no ye papa obi ka se ras pro enti sa no mani nyina ye hyebo edwumadi ye die no amanfo de noma eguso eba na noma no mo de ba no ya yese ye ntumi ma we entwen enti ye di we di kan next weekend the ebeba no ye bepe bi foforo atonudin na ye de akohonom enti be gina XYZ broadcasting management ne directors na nan na omo bebo an P work ne nipa do a omo de ahode ebeta ye kiri no nyame be hia omo nyame be bie kwan ama omo ena ne a yetumi di ensa aka omo akoma ena no megidi so omo koda nyankopon ebebo omo sanso Mugabe Maase say ono ti ne baabi na wate se bia piwak etu anamon o se piwak nkwa entumi ne XYZ nantesa Mugabe Maase ene an ye adwuma che ono so yi 20,000 se ne piwak yiye sanso ena omo diska be nyina de aboa no monkoso na momboa yen me de mebehu na megidi se TV XYZ dia ye behu ye no so ye de betudwa e wo TV so ene radio so wa wodi wani ebehu de etwa no wosoro e wo emfoni no yen de ye ntwa ofom this time ye ko honum ene yakohwe ene ebetwa no mfoni na se ka wakoma bra na bet ye wadoye na yemfa emboa kakra emfa mbo am. Let me use this opportunity to thank XYZ, Dr. Nelson, and all others who came together to put this gift together for our victims, the flood victims. May the good Lord bless them and replenish them. And of course, we will need more. It's not ended. It's not over. Others should emulate them. And so, in the same vein, we thank Togbega Afede, who also came and found the situation as very devastating. And will surely extend wonderful hands towards the victims of the 3 tongues.
Processes of instituting a probe into this matter immediately. Aside this, we also believe that the VRA, the Volta River Authority, has not been proactive. After causing this man-made disaster, their donation is coming in trickles. A strong institution as Volta River Authority should have done better than what they are doing. And we urge them to also start as soon as we have Sagleme sitting idle. We have Sagleme sitting idle. The government must ensure that they house the people of these 11 affected constituencies properly.
We shouldn't pretend that whatever we will be spending here is just to do you any favor. In fact, it is paying part of our debt towards the people of this area who have already sacrificed to ensure that the rest of the country has electricity and can develop industries and can sleep on the electricity. So, Togbo Mamao, today is not a period for long speeches. I'm only concluding by saying that I am not a scientist. I am not an engineer. But I have very serious questions to ask. Because the dam was not constructed yesterday. And flooding, when water is flowing into the lake, even if it is from Burkina Faso, it doesn't flow to Volta region within 24 hours. And so if we are doing our work well as scientists, we should know that when there is heavy rainfall and water is entering the rivers that feed the dam, we should know that within some 1 month or 2 months, the effect will be calculated and preventive actions to be taken. This is not the first time the dam is being opened for water to spill. We must ask, how come that in all the previous years that we have had cause to spill water, the effect has not been this devastating? There are questions that we should ask. But I would not say that we should stop the relief activity and be pursuing the causes. Let us chase away the cat. At the appropriate time, we will have to tame the mouse. We will have to find answers to very serious questions. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
A number of people have been displaced, especially when we went to the hospital. We saw that the medical personnel have all been evacuated from their quarters and they are seeking shelter in a pavilion in the hospital. So they actually need support, they need help. Our understanding is that the water is not going to rise any further. From what we hear from the VRA engineer, they say they've reached the peak of the spillage. So it means that it won't get worse. But it will take time to get better because it will take time for the water to recede and the place to become dry again. We've had unusually heavy rainfall in the northern part of the country. I was in the north last week and I noticed that the white water had reached its upper limit. And so all that water is coming down to Akosombo. And so the people really need assistance. Unfortunately, my understanding is that NADMO has nothing. Happily, we've heard that VRA said they are going to support with some relief. And so I'll thank VRA and appeal to them that the people are in need. And so whatever relief they want to give, they should expedite that relief so that they can assist people to be able to cope with the current situation. But I think that this visit will let the government and the whole of Ghana see what exactly is happening here. It's not just a story that is being told by people. It is the reality of people's lives following the spillage of the Akosombo Dam. The main problem is from above the dam. It's receiving more inflows than it should normally receive. And when that happens, you have to protect the dam, because if you don't spill, then it's possible that the dam can give way. And if it gives way, it will be more catastrophic all the way down the southern Volta. And so this is not the first time Akosombo, VRA is spilling at Akosombo. But this seems to be a bit heavier than normal. And so I do think it's fine. But it's also good to dredge, because if you dredge, the extra volumes of water are able to move faster. For instance, you can see under the bridge, several parts are silted. If all that part had been cleared, it will be easier for the water to flow through so that it doesn't back up into people's houses. This happens once in a while. It doesn't happen every year. It's just because of climate change. Because normally the rainfall in the north would have started subsiding. But unfortunately, even when I was in the north last week, it was raining very heavily. And so it's unusual weather. It's part of what is happening with the whole change of the climate. And so we just have to see how to adapt. Sometimes when you read it in the media, you think it's just a joke. But these are people's lives. I mean, imagine 300 dead bodies, all families called to come and evacuate their bodies, look for other mortuaries to take the bodies to. I mean, that's real. Imagine the Comboni Hospital, which serves the whole of that area, shutting down. They've evacuated the patients. It's left with only 10 patients. You know, and if it doesn't get better by tomorrow, next tomorrow, they might have to discharge those patients too. Some of them are in critical care. How are you going to move them? So what is happening is real. And I expect that, you know, government should take it a bit more seriously.
Live on TV as was. It also on Power 97.9 FM, the hottest and the biggest conversation in Ghana inside politics. On a Thursday, the 26th of October, 2023, in the year of our Lord. Midi Edi Mugabe Maase. Obetimi Afemi Atan Kolega Biga, the capacity man, with the support from the 900 million angels. And there, Yedi and Semina Edi Ebro, Yenu all the 16 regions across the country. Yemobibia, aha. Bibia akwaba edeba eye dwumadi kese so na bibia so ededa na kwemo kama and some ewo Facebook Live Power 97 asaso na TV SWAZ Ghana, also on YouTube SWAZ Broadcasting. Midi Edi Mugabe Maase obetimi afremi Atan Kolega Biga and some yede ebre wono former Black Stars and captain Stephen Tornado appear or the also edineni actually voter regional wakwa ya adoye kese pa dia maye nuanuma Akosombo spillage eduomo nyaye papa e hono e ho so nsem etisen san so ena afram plains ene ne patam no san ena eko MP for South Die Roxin da firma konsemben ena ono so ede atu edwa ene anopai Inspector General of Police IGP Asia Electoral Commission 24 ene penifo mo pre Frank Atuni ede ama MPP amanyoko no wonu mo nyina ehia mo meeting nsemben ena dampare ya ono IGP ode etu dwa ni nyina so no wa asan so ena deputy yisi chair your friend Samuel teno ono so nsemben ena ono so ede etu dwa ewo meeting no ase we nyina ye nsema ye de ebe o chano so senyakopon adoma MPP for omokwa akoto aba won Frank Atuni obedi wo manim won VP mienu ne aduonu enan abato a ebeko so ewo my Ghana mu na empanifo mudin edi animu yie pa na chese honorable Kennedy Japan ya o yemre se bedwani di matemamofo mo wo Asen Central ono ni di ewom sanso na vice president a omo number yi Dr. Mamadu Bawumia ono so ni din ewomu bia yen ho nsem nyina no ye de ni nyina ede ebrewo enei ewo dwumadi no so His Excellency John Dramani Mahama so no wode nani akirem ewo Canada NDC on program kase pa chese Canada chapter of the NDC no komo etumi ebi ano ensemben ena ono so ede atu edwa sanso na preparation for upcoming cleanup exercise ebeko so ewo His Excellency John Dramani Mahama office ewo cantonment ewon nsem no sen ena eno so eho eko asanwase yenua bakwa wo ho ono so ede nsem bi ede atu edwa nyina ye behwe na afi ya hwe Eastern Regional Youth organizer ono so ne sama wode atu edwa nyina no head of clean up say aye ba be on the 16th of November 2023 na yede cleaning John Mahama ne office nyina ano so ewo ho a yede ni nyina ebe woni sama wo do keka ho nyina na yabo ano a yede ebe wo enanwumre aseda PSC kase enkoma Big Ben tablet yede wo mase se eja be ma wa yemre ewo mpemu no opeso ho yede te se mia ohia Big Ben tablet Safari Valley Eco Resort so se bra ewo dewo ewo Okre constituency in the Eastern region na also bra na eja eba wildlife experience ene baby a waye wedding na wi opeso ko honeymoon birthday celebrations ni ade nyina no wodi wani kire Safari Valley Eco Resort home betumi abua oyi papa woni so beje environment we papa ye fast da kese mfama wo mona Spanish garlic mesa na capsules so mo Spanish jinko capsules so edi API na anwume Hebron Hills International School was say excel and shine X natural mineral water amuzu aba clinic so etechi den dia edi dwumadi ebrewo semeti wo mu na yeba na se yaje ensemu nyina enchire mu ne mom hye no so se ne skachesan ewo ho edema capacity man bi gina wo se ya woni se wutwa wubidi ene draw ne meye ne 10 se de be ya won sabe scanning tem watumi enya eja watumi edi achile anwumre musi scanning me chane temamo na motumi achile on se ene yi wo discuss your budget won star 274 hash no wasend dia mame wa select Power FM number 1 wabo ene medical ma first formula no ye ko ne 30 first formula no ye ko ne 30 nti ene formula na me de ebe ma wo no eno nso eye different formula ene formula na me de e ma wo no eye 40 eye 40 50 formula na me de ma wo no na eye 60 100 ene formula no engines de aba no eye 40 50 formula eno eye saint formula eno no ye ko no 40 and 50 nti obo 55 ne sa 80 a wawie obo 55 ne 10 a aje se wanya wo eye wo 50 Ghana kwanchire bi o wa mesa akire wo ba capacity formula no ene ya dane no ekọ ne saint formula we twa the 1000 Ghana sisi a nti fatu mame twa sisi a star 274 hours no was send no was select Power FM number 1 na fe wa bubu atu mama me medame ho simeti om na maba me ba ye di aka nyina besan atu amoso. Live on TV as well, and also Power 97.9 FM, the hottest and the biggest conversation in Ghana inside politics in the Ebrewo, Sanso, and Moa, Germany, France, Belgium, Italy, Moa, United States of America, Moa, Saudi Arabia, UAE, and one say Facebook Live on Power 979 and the TV SYZ Ghana. Sanso, Moa, follow YouTube, and also SYZ broadcasting, not just a team. Power to the people near call 16 regions in Babia Befabiano, a station back open will be 80 Power 97.9 FM TV News Ufino, TVBia Edum, Aka TV, SYZ, Yana Full Stations, Echesia, Ewagan Habebiano, woman in our fire life. Yes, I say, and yes, I say, Eddie, a free, a year voter region. Now, a hot enna, Yenua, your friend say, a year Steven Tunado appear. A branch in Nature say, we will be a. We see na kan edema the Black Stars of Ghana or boy we call Italy Serie A no ma na just obon ho modin ye papa and the teams be at say Udinese wo mo Asia kan e wo ho boy akobọ Juventus e ma ne modin bono na just say esewani ense o ka kire kopie mu e wo Turkey e di agro ho kama Steven Tornado appear you be a wono enedi kan the Ghana Black Stars e kopie mu e wo Germany 2006 World Cup abra no mampanyi a owo fie nyansa John Ajikum Kofo eti akwanya so ya utumi ede Ghana kopie mu ewo ho Ghana sai call ni mfie na so ekopie mu ewo South Africa na South Africa nesi woni ense okache abrante Steven Tornado appear san lady the Black Stars of Ghana ekopie mu ewo ho a chese ikoye na chese enye Uruguayfo yi abrante e friend say Luis Suarez ene kwache ball nanka se Ghana ka first time ya naka African country yetumi akwa World Cup yetumi akopie ewo semi-finals na so no obi abeka say Steven Tornado appear e obi a obrane ho ase yi papa we obi obuo ewo odo ewo tema e de man na wosan bu ni pe yi papa ene dai ensema efri eye voter region e ba say abrante e friend say Steven Tornado appear what say atorenche mu atoye nuanom ye omo fra mantem no wantumi ana ye okopie mu ewo mepe ya chese mepe wono watumi akwa support honorable Samuel Kujoto Ablakwa chese eniema ya wode koye no na chese esewani ense okachire woni abrante a wono Wembley Sports wono na one ya the CEO of Wembley Sports Stadium no wono na chese woni no den one ekoye ye kowe na doya Steven Tornado appear former Ghana Black Stars and captain wode koye de ma yenuanom a ewo fra mantem.
What we have seen this afternoon is very sad. It's very sad. I mean, we have been watching TV, we have been seeing pictures, but being here is a tough moment for our brothers and sisters, our moms and grandmoms and fathers. I hope what we have done this afternoon, myself, CEO of Wembley, Mr. Coleman, I think it's not going to be us alone. Other people should come and see what is going on here, and they should come and support. This is time for us to show love, and if indeed we have love, this is the time.
I just say abrante $100,000 a year dollars and I say £100,000 a week no we GB achi ye papa dada na wo boabo no no enu bi no watumi asevu a e da wodi kakra pone ho kakra watumi anya bi akwa ya doye pate yetie mu kodosumo mu asabe mu da so ji £200,000 a week, £100,000 a week. Emre edu dede uni Jordan mo samo so mo be show love. Edi ama yunuanima wo mo eye voter region. Aban so wanye aban so den ya wote so a woni bu di magana fo yi. Wo se nya de obi fi mo no na bi nsuo na gu mo so. Ana nya de a wo san wa de papa bia ede ma wo makacho sa aban we no. Wo mo ya aban a adwene bone nko a eni wo mutimu ni do eni eye tema ede ma eye nipa nti aja mo amote Ghana ha mo se mo na mo woska chese da bia mo dwa monum ene ye ni woska no kene de Japan wo hu de esi ho ye twen ho sanso ena kanufori ata santi be de atuo ne gabi mo we ene mbere wo se mo yi manim ni ehunu se mo ye bi madam mo nko ye bi e wo ho madam wo so wo sa wo de ekọ doye no mo anyakopon atomo se ma mo obi no it is time se mo be show love madam wo se wo ko show capacity e wo ho adofo ne hia Ghana fo nyina emoa mo amu obi Alhaji Fatawu mu wati ase ene Razak mu mo nkoye adoye ni bi emfa mo dollar man me pese mi hu wo ho dollar man happy catch dollar man se me pese mi hu wo ho mo nkoye show mo ma manfo no I mean mo abi wo mo nsem no mo nye show ni hu nsem wo capacity mo show love ni hu nsem wo capacity enti edi amabobo yi Magdan o se hu wo ho dollar man Alhaji Kadel Tanko capacity onyame ahirawo Alhaji Kadel Tanko we governor of the fall of West Africa kapo what you say monko ya doye ni bi footballers no monko ya doye ni bi mumye hu despite mo ho Dr. Kwaku Oten mumye hu mo ho Kazme mumye hu mo ho mun show powers SYZ yakọ mun show powers what you say capacity mun show powers yehu say Yakopon na wato mo nsem no mo nsana wato mo no enu aba obosi osu ya wabe show ni powers and then Sariki Azumyan of Chantan or nimpenifo na hemfo a wo wo eye Chantan Sariki Azumyan onu atumi ama nanso azambo mu ne mpenifo omu leadi ye ene eye imama owo eye Chantan Zongo mu chief Sariki Azumyan adoya waba ba ye wa ha no enya asem ketua nti Sariki Azumyan eye Chantan Sariki ba akope capacity Sariki body and fire service na baby ye woso wabo adwuma pa magana Sariki mi ama konta ba akope salamu alaikum wabo adwuma ni nyina nyame hirawo na woton nsem wonhira wo ma asamo ene obi a wonhira mo nyina wo fie ho na bibia beku bia no yakopon o mama hoden kwatenten ene yesre ede ma wo ye de ni akire eye Afran Prince so a ɛwɔ so no ɛnya asɛm ketewa korakora ɛyɛ nsuo hɔ no so no ɛno so na kyɛ sɛ flood no afa baabi a ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Afram Plains so na kyɛ sɛ ɛnyɛ asɛm ketewa korakora communities awodoɔ bebree yɛ saa bɛyɛ nipa bɛyɛ mpimienu 2000 ɛna nsuo no afɔ wɔn fi a wɔn nyinaa enya baabi ɛfa ɛna na wowɔ ɔmanpanyin na naso woka hwɛ egu naso ma wɔn tie oni dɔ ne tima hwɛ nipa brɛbrɛ hwɛ nipa brɛ a ɛbrɛ adan ɛto aba enu yɛ ho sei woyɛ so asɛ saa community no baabi a yesu nipa baako kora ne wɔto aba de ma wɔ dwene bɔne saa ana asɛ mu tirima wate aseɛ ti ne ɛwɔ no yɛda so gu so a ɛso ase ɛyɛ broadcasting yɛda so gu so a ɛgye nneɛma ɛgye nsuo ɛmo gare bibia agya wode ma nipa agye sade a ɛyɛ perishable nneɛma a wode gu hɔ a ɛbɛsɛ yɛmpɛ ntos yɛmpɛ nyaadoa yɛmpɛ moko saa nneɛma no ɛyɛ kan mu nneɛma deɛ a wobɛtumi ɛde aba wode ba a yɛbɛgye na yɛde akɔyɛ adoyɛ no sika no nso osɛnde a mumu no wobɛtumi de atom wode ba a ɛno nso no ɛbɛba abɛka yɛn nsa mmesi mu no mede numbers no ɛbɛgu hɔ ɛde ama mu 059-721-5419 059-721-5419 ɛno ɛne ɛyɛ official mumu number for Eswazi ɛyɛ broadcasting limited osɛnde a ɛno ɛne din a ɛbɛba nneɛma no wowɔ baabi na wontumi ma ebi a wɔ tamale wopɛ sɛ ɔyɛ adoyɛ no bi wontumi ma just send them money yɛgye sika no nso a wodin ne bɛba yɛbɛbɔ wodin wɔ radio ne tv so na yɛde aseda kɛsɛ ɛde ama yɛde atɔ nneɛma no bi aka ho yɛde akɔ akɔma yɛ nnuanom a saa berɛ yi wɔn adi ɛyɛ nsɛnsɛmɛ ɛwɔ ɛyɛ saa nneɛma nti Afram Plains foɔ no community no yɛbɔwura hɔ no wɔn ne yɛ twɛn nkɔmmɔ yɛntie Afram Plains wɔn nso wɔn haw
ɔba ha ɛkɔ bɛsɛ ɛkɔ busumini bɛsi na yɛntie asɛm biara ɛno ane sɛ yɛda nsuom
mini mi ma ni mi kunu yan wa che danso musa ya black e ja ban boye aye soro so ye nya bi han sika ye de be han de so ye ni bi e dan no so ni boye de
efi na ma si bi esi ono so na fa zi mini be bia mi da ye pa ba ncho ma boye kaka
nipa be 2000 ena ye betimi aka say o ma ye affected e wa assembly member mi wo area ha no ye media ne say o say me follow on me DC na NADMO coordinator, and so this is NADMO coordinator, so we follow on him. I'm MP Joseph Apia Boatin, so you're born a man. Microphobia issues near is very severe there. What me, yes, uncle for the be only say, and young soon will be as we.
Na just said, yeah, it's here, and no, na NADMO for the mother so about Mopuma, Mobopuma, and another Simon Fimo, Mopuma. I don't know why you're not going to say, one mono on farm. Amemu no troka no de amaye wi anu asa ko gina no asa di matem wi ana ni ministers nso fida prempe no musu di matem sebe nkwase asem sa yansa bi anim dia no mu di atem yeso ne de tumi na ahye wonsem edu ba bi ali bongo hu se awon kira ba no se make noise empo kira na anwa na ko make noise mo papa wa say na mo de ba power kronfo asefo GDS magis kan nyina e de mo ntimi mu akonta boss contaminated fuel nkofo we de ana sa me metena se kura me dwene wa mente ase say nemre mu yetimi de obi ko gina court say wa cause financial loss to the state e di na asem e wo abanwem akronfo nko an na point say wo mo wi wa ma we sika ya chese o senka sabe PDS won any boss contaminated for won sem e was like bi edru samwa mu tata enso no obokro no ma ho ete obeklew ono adane ho clearing agent obokro no ma ho da kwa no aklew but it is just a matter of time it is just a matter of time ibidu ho 7th December 2024 Ghana for ebe isu kokromotie no amano exit. Your number one political talk show inside politics no asugusu awuti na ohwe live ewo Air TV SYZ na power 97.9 FM. Ye dan ni ye ensemfu from nso a ye ko niema ense kokoso ewo ho a acha se enye asem ketu akra niema sabri wohu nyinaa ɛyɛ nsuo ne ade a adɔfoɔ ɛde aba SYZ Broadcasting Limited saa bere nneɛma wei nyinaa ɛyɛ nneɛma a sɛ yɛkasa yi cars na ayɛ ready a adɔfoɔ mo nneɛma a mode ba no yɛyɛ ne ready a yɛde ɛkɔ ɛyɛ voter region South Die ɛhɔ nso yɛnya ne nteɛ sɛ ɛhɔ no South Die ne other areas no wɔn hia mmoa yie papaapa nti na wɔtwe awieyɛ yɛne deputy CEO in charge of operations ɔbɔ adwuma papapapa agya ɛto a na ato wobɛyɛ ne dɛn yɛnuanom ɛyɛ votarians mo na saa bere saa werɛhosɛ mu asi hɔ ɛnyɛ hɔ nko wode w'ani kyerɛ bea bi te sɛ ɛyɛ Afram Plains a ɔmo nso ɛɛsu pro esifoɔ ɛɛsu yɛnuanom a ɛwɔ Shao Sudoku abɛto ampɛso asoɔ ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Greater Accra region ha baabi te sɛ Asotware ɛne Akuse wɔn nyinaa ɛɛsu nti nneɛma wei nyinaa Wellington boot ne nneɛma ntaadeɛ ntoma wɔn kente nyinaa ɛwɔ mu na kyerɛ sɛ nneɛma a wɔde ba no ɛnoa na yɛde ɛde kɔma wɔn mu na kyerɛ sɛ SYZ ɛyɛ broadcasting mebɔ ɛyɛ team no nyinaa aba so Mr. Kahianyo Linda Stella mabɔ adwuma yie papaapa ɛna yɛn security Robert ɛne ɛyɛ Richard mo nyinaa mabɔ adwuma menyi obia ɛmfirim mo nyinaa security foɔ no mo nyinaa mabɔ adwuma papapapa Billy ne mo a mo hɔ nyinaa babako me friend Ifo mabɔ adwuma papapa nyame enhyira mo nyinaa ɔdɔ ne kroyɛ no ɛntena adwuma mu ada bia saa na ɛyɛ CEO ankasa Benny Anti ɔno nso ɛbɔ no homɔden yɛ papapa W yɛbɔ mo nyinaa mo aba so ɛwɔ deɛ mo atumi ayɛ well yɛda so ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Akosomo ɛyɛ dance village no mom no yɛbɛdan ho akɔ ɛyɛ IGP asoyɛ ne yɛmu yɛnya enua ɔno abosamla kudwoto ablakwa anaasɛ yɛnua Roxen Dafia mekwa yɛne ɔmo ɛbɛtwetwe nkɔmɔ ɛwɔ ɛyɛ dwumadi no so ɛna no Inspector General of Police ɛyɛ Dr. ɛyɛ Dampare Akufo wɔne ɛyɛ Yesi mpanimfoɔ ɛne ɛyɛ mpanimfoɔ a wɔn tu franka wɔn pre franka tuni abɛ dwumadi ɛno position no ɛde ama ɛyɛ MPP no wɔn mu nyinaa ɛyɛ meeting ɛwɔ ɛyɛ National Headquarters na yɛhwɛ nsɛm a IGP ɛyɛ Akufo Dampare Dr. Eddie Tuja.
Today we are here to take another step to deepen our democratic practices. This time around in connection with the internal elections of the New Patriotic Party. We've worked with the party for nearly 2 years now in its quest to position its leaders from all the levels, constituency, regional, national, and now in the domain of working towards electing a presidential candidate. The first leg will work together, and in August we were able to have a successful first leg of that exercise. And we have November 4th ahead of us for the final leg of that exercise. And we look forward also to early next year to work with you as you work towards selecting your parliamentary candidate. We've done the same for the other major political party, the NDC, and it has been successful all at this level. And we want to use this opportunity to thank all the political parties, and today the MPP in particular, for cooperation extended to us for us to create a platform in an engaged fashion to work together to deepen our democracy. That is all what we require for Ghana to continue to be a beacon of hope in the sub-region and in the African continent and beyond, and for people to continue also to learn from us as we continue to make this country great and strong. Having said that, we want to assure you that on the 4th, we are going to give you an overdose of security. And it will be excellent. It will be awesome. All what we require from you is to support us for each and every one of us to play its role. And then with that, we'll be able to ensure that the police will do their work, the EC will do their work, and all the people who will be voting across the country will also come out freely, willingly to vote, and all the agents will also do what they're supposed to do for for all of us to finish that process and for all of us to be winners at the level of the party, at the level of the country, and also at the level of the continent. It is on this note that we want to, on behalf of my colleagues, once again welcome you and for us to have this fruitful discussion, and thereafter we'll take it forward, and we know it will be successful. So let's work together towards that. I thank you very much.
That was the Inspector General of Police, Dr. Dampare Akufu. Yet here, Electoral Commission Deputy EC Chair, Samuel Tete, and also Editor Adrian.
We know that this is an important election for not only the NPP, but also with the EC and the nation as a whole. The conduct of the election solely rests with the Electoral Commission. And for that matter, there should be a series of engagements, which this meeting is one of it. We need to prepare adequately and then make sure that the election is successfully conducted. We have issues like recruitment of officials for the elections, issues like printing of ballots, issues relating to agents who will be represented at all the polling stations, and so many other issues. So far, the engagement with the security services as well as the elections committee of the NPP has actually gone on well, and we are looking forward to have the final selection of a presidential candidate on the 4th of November. We are almost close to the date, and the commission is not leaving any stone unturned. We are doing all what we could to make the election successful.
Yes, a Deputy EC Chair, and I'm watching the live on TV as well as at the on Power 97.9 FM. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and Dineni Achre Canada. Na NDC Canada chapter no omakwa kubia no ewo. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say neni agiye papa wana mutu a Canada Ghana de she ho no omo atumi atuo. Yentie His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
In Ghana, most people have the thinking that NDC is not very vibrant here in Canada. But let me tell you, I'll go and tell them that, look, we have a very strong, vibrant, energetic, enthusiastic chapter here in Canada. And I must say, unfortunately, the excitement that greeted the beginning of democracy in Ghana has eroded completely, especially amongst our young people. Our youth are frustrated and they have lost confidence in our democracy. If you are elected or you are appointed to a position, you are appointed as a servant of the people. And so we must live modestly. You don't suddenly, because you've been appointed into a position, think that you can lord it over the people. And so our youth are frustrated. Our youth have lost faith in democracy. And so I talked to some of them, and they say, I don't see the reason why I should vote. Because every 4 years I go and queue to vote, and I don't see any improvement in my life. I left school 4 years ago, I can't find a job. I'm still living in my father's house, being fed by my parents. And so it's creating frustration amongst the young people, especially now with the current economic crisis that we have. Unemployment is at the highest that we have in history. And what I say is, we can't continue business as usual. Many of our colleagues say, oh, MPP has shown us how to govern. And so when we also come, it's our turn to chop. It's not your turn to chop. We cannot fight for political power to repeat the same mistakes that MPP has made.
Live on TV as was it, and also on Power 97.9 FM. Mami Lodin and Sudi Chirikobi and our Honorable Jachi Kwesin, MP for Asen North. Inuya Nuruddin Abbas, and also Ashanti Regional Communication Officer. Now on also Ekahon Rudala Sedo, and it's Mamoko Yinano, Yami Asunji Enka Munina. Well, yeah, the NH Yame Eyadmon the 16th of November 2023. Yin say, ye kwaku cleaning up. Your quick cleaning exercise. Now, cleaning exercise, Ebekoso His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, in the office, our cantonment. I want to say, Ebekako Yin CC, na Manfo has here, preparation has here, Ekoso, ya just say, Enye Asem Ketuakura, Yoko Kumasia, one of the popular, NDC supporter. Ya just say, what did you Ashanti region we pa? I just say, Yakubu. One day Asawase, Okoka Muntaka, that's a Wakano. Okoka Honorable Muntaka, one over Kofi Sulubisi from Yokuti, now you hear preparation. Kumaso for Edeba, a year cycling up exercise, Ebekosu Yami on the 16th. Oh, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, ye here Sekai, who tire, ye de Kumunuma Ebia Fabra, cause Adani Bikumu no Mari, upon Chibia or Beba Hobia, Papobia, so you bet you Kuno. Nti yenhwe die Kumasi for no one more preparation or more ye.
NDC Greater Accra Regional Chairman. You are sitting there. Put it to her. Your mama office or now I fee. Conscious executive put it to her. Your mama office or you now I wura. Who call if you are or you now wura. One sorry, sir, I enter me, yeah, you do on the 15th system for the next yes, you are now. And this regional organizer, Greater Accra, and this regional organizer. Who to all as an organizer? Or you now I fee or I 10, and say, you know, on the 15th system, yes, you are. A former would be a good one. Kusia Cassia in our home. Into a beer fancy, Missy Canberra. We buy the weather by the
50 Sekaya, women in I near my day by a clean up exercise. No, a sea no, in Chimucha, and Nimucha, baby, not just say. The oho eno to say ya we see no say ya and dey ekwa clean up exercise no nti wo when you ready no now so why you ready every Asante region near ekwa Eastern region you could be Eastern region for so say and we say no at the sign e Eastern region yete Eastern regional youth organizer and also kasa efa preparation omo efa clean up exercise because on the 16th of November John Mahama in the office of cantonment.
President of President Mahama. He is the leader of our party, and we don't want the residents around surroundings of his residence to breed snakes and things. So we want to ensure that we will clear everything that will make the surroundings a habitat for predators and animals and snakes. So I'm going there purposely to clean with my sharpen edge cutlass.
I just say upon the Danny the baby be papa pamponchoma pampambono. Your baby be oh papa, you're winning every annual copron Penegua Santa Chamagogo. I just say, oh, be manager, oh, the Abba Baby Suso. Now, dear Kenyano, you're the nature Greater Accra region, Hansua, a year Ablekuma West constituency, a year Mary Ado, and also any team, a donation, Ediama Greater Accra, a year youth, no. Say omo enhwe se de bia clean up exercise no enema no bibia betimi akoso kama yenhwe omo so donation omo aye e de ama Greater Accra regional aye youth wing no
On behalf of the meeting, on behalf of the President Executive Committee, on behalf of the National Youth, we appreciate your kind gesture. We assure you that.
You know, and you could not just say donation aba bidu. Say the BBI set, say Yami Aduma, 15th year better, now the age 16th for now your clinic, your mama, in the office, or come, until Sekano and Ma, almost so aquacoton Seka intino. Mekwa de matome de dada masia edaha aponche a efra na papono me de mihuna niti ne dane nkofie metwa niti na kapo ene Sunday kebab mo o ma ba be toton ye be yi ne nwoma no na aponche ne hwe ano nso no ye be noa eno no ye toton ye be noa na eja ye dibia ye kebab na ye dibi niti ni ade no apapon na pampam ne bon no ye de eno no be ye pepper soup Sunday be pepper soup ho or the dase ni bibia be de ebeba ho ndi dane de apapon nkofie apapon aponche friend apapon na pampam bo no ye be we no ho a acha se de e wo no so eno no well message we so message a free MPP ho modema delegates omokoto aba na me adoma 4th November no yentie message no
o de ye din na omonto aba ne maba omi amra baby amahama wo bia wo de interview ne campaign ye nyina fa so bia ne so yesere do nyan maye now de want to ma MPP before them fa ba omi ambla mo de ba omi aba wi a me ga che mahama say ade pa ne say wo de ombra mo oba mo a ase honom ye fra ba bi basement DJ bi wo ho on high say DJ ne maye now de onye party wo stadium maye wa campaign na wi so mo de ba omi aba mahama me ye party maye keke no an ne campaign wa wi bra na abaya to ye MPP o mo de sign na twe NDC mu but MPP kura mo kura target kura mo anya ene eje abane ma mo na wo sa de ba umi abeba ma ayi party mu abeche de a na ne NDC afa abane straight me se mama ha ma anya campaign bia o de onye din o mo to abane wie na se ba umi anya no an onye party ma boys no campaign na no bla enkasa bebre onye party ma boys wa wi na abane straight
onye party ma boys nti bright a center mosomo pentwene na Ghana College no a center ho no mo fa bi mra clean up exercise so say a center for mo yete monka na bibia so etimi ekọ enkan ene opanya mene no eba ba twetwe enkomo no oye opanya wagidi e wo Ghana ha yie papa oye obi a wabobra na ne din no se Malam wom. The Dino Malam wom. The Honorable Malam Ali Yusuf Isa was a former youth and sports minister under Kofor's administration. Or no any opinion, any meneno eba babedi uncomo. Na ansana mede opinion no ebebano Malam Isa ebebano. Me pese mi cheska. Mala mi se wura ma no ase Mugabe eniska na wo chane mane no so iska ni bebere na me se Allahu akbar kom sheni Muhammad wa sallallahu alaihi wasallam se mi cheska o kudi ligri laza sa 274 has no asende amame se ene ye kono de ye kono saint formula eno eye 40-50 into obaba 55 no sa obetwa to aso sa 8 and you 40 na wasa ba second one na wasa ba bebo 44 ne sa 55 no bo 155 ne sa and also 10 when you 50 and ye kono 40-50 we a saint formula dia me meka na no na wasa wodi ye adwuma sika na ye dia ma me se me nchema masan ma wo formula eno na wo fa so a wo twa wo be de wo bidi dia na pese menya obiem ko menya wo de biem si aju ma miska se Mugabe wo de se ska de wo cheska what you say wo cheska Mugabe wo cheska intiska na wo che no ana Mugabe me de me twa me ma wo formula no me pese ene wo die intitie formula na me de ma wo no we a saint formula and they are capacity tie me Way another no a saint formula. Saint formula. What about our bedasono? What's one about Opejan and Sabakwamami? Was say a saint formula and part. Scanny Busoni and Mebachama will be a friendly capacity man. A tankolega biga Mugabe Maase. Maase baneme. What I say? And the many malam near Betnasi. Yamalam bia kekeu. Malam Isa. She come in of media salam alaikum. More fire. Dollar mine. Salam alaikum. Happy me say bibi aboko. Sa 274 has no send them and was selected from number 1. I feel 550 over 1 na 251 na 251 na 251 na 25 into a nano a saint formula no a 40-50 Ghana and then a capacity and then my mount saint formula the make no also would year juma tisesi a twa twasesi a me dame ho akwafa aboafo nkrato na maba me ba me bedraw na me ne aya Malam Isa honorable former youth and sports minister ko 4 peso ni ma appointment say minister no a capacity man openya na me ni bedi nkomo awie semeti wo mo me dame ho aba meba no watwa awie ma be draw na ma cheche 1000 Ghana cedis 1000 Ghana cedis 1000 Ghana cedis am the amount semeti wo mo me ba sisia
Easy or your power for Masaka promotion. There isn't a big or you're big. Separate enter power for Masaka promotion. More day I never dial *274#. Area net choose power effort. Now select the number of drawer and put in the whooshim. Draw Krubia 5 Ghana cedis pet. The more as a rush draw them when they stand the chance able to marry in a big. You're big. Every week you saw your 50,000 Ghana cedis in a chair. 50,000 Ghana cedis. Knock off you. Good deal last shot. *274#. Masaka. Power for Masaka promotion. It's licensed and regulated by NLA on Caritas Lottery Platform. Kaida drawing Shashada home.
Nakuma, there be a company in Nakuma area.
Then let's take him to Heartbeat Homeopathic Clinic.
Yes, Heartbeat Homeopathic Clinic.
And I was there then.
Mr. Nakuma.
I don't want to go Heartbeat Homeopathic Clinic.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Daddy, to say.
Asesia, yeah. Me want Tommy Heartbeat Homeopathic Clinic. You good. Heartbeat no. ABT.
The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your ward's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there. We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off the Nsawam Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 GA West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
Upon your arrival, you are introduced to your butler, who plans your itinerary. So many activities, all in the same premises. Visit the gym or the stables, they have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my putting. They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royalty. They have their own farms, thousands of fruit trees. I can also have my lunch here at the waterfall. Why, it's a beautiful place you have yourself.
Some are about TVS was at a power 97.9 FM, the hottest and the biggest conversation in Ghana is our politics. And the Ebro, maybe our Ghana, Medin Edi Mugabe Maase, Sabri, Honorable Malam Yusuf Issa, former Youth and Sports Minister under President Kufuor's administration. What's that say? Salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Yeah. Is she watching?
Yes, pa.
Looking good.
Thank you very much. I checked many years. That I'm ready gold.
Fantastic.
Yes.
That was way back in 2015.
Yes, 2015.
Yeah, 2015, 2016, thereabouts. Which I'm forward to say.
Oh, be Alhamdulillah.
Are you looking good? What's the secret?
Well, the secret there,
fantastic. Very well. And some people who are back home and some.
Yes.
You better and you better spillage in home some. You more Afran Plains, Pro East, Karachi West, and in Chumru, and South Die, and North Die, or more Central Tongue, South Tongue, and a North Tongue. You better more and some. Now, after you know, electoral commission said on the election day, or more regulatory social media, right? We say no idea that wakuma super. I know a suggestion on the other. Yempa ali bongo di ni bi Ghana ha. Nti ho nso no yebehwe ho. Na yasan ahwe eye jachikwese won so wo interest ho.
Oh, I know power because somebody men can be kura.
Ukasa ya che.
Because I che.
Nti ade nti sesi ana say William to go ba PA retired chief justice. Wo PA na mu nyina mo pese mo kasa ya na.
Oh, Debbie.
Kwa okasa no timi sa kasa no ase ni mu ache.
Yes, but me say me challenge and say before election the 2020 me a press conference be I think 2016 crap me say papa na mo de ne ba no e nto abamma na I don't know to abana man Ghana for will regret voting for him. That was
you said it.
Yes, check Accra
FM.
Check Accra FM. That was why I granted the interview. That
yes. Cabinet meeting.
Yeah, so I understand him, and so I said Ghanaians will
regret. You know him very well.
Yes, Ghanaians will regret voting for him, and I basono.
Fantastic. How about the now? You sign Ashe Apapon. Say you know a clean up person because of your mama.
Oh, me didn't cramp.
Ba
me didn't pass. I don't know many so ba miss.
Asemaba.
Yes.
Papa in a name in any eba between enkomo. Ti one na adu nyina na e wo cabinet e President Kufuor Abem. One na ne between enkomo. I TVS was at Power 97.9 FM. Kofa ba Mugabe. Na habeye de. Na mom mami chis kakakra. Wi wo se wonye ska she obutum. Ini se be ma de bia na obutum aye dry. Wona ma wo se fra cross awode a loss soso. Wona ma ye fra a well neske su won ho. Agbesi segbe fia neske su won ho. Apo ma neske su won ho. Agbomoje neske su won ho. Dollar ma na dollar na woso. Happy na eniji enko a. Star 274 hash. Na was send ya mame. Boko. Na was select Power FM number 1. Afei. And then me see a Saint Formula. Saint Formula no. Ye bono 1 na till 5. No was about kobiem. No was about 1 na till 5. Kosa Saint Formula no. Ye kono 40 Ghana, 50 Ghana. Tie Saint Formula no. Ye kono 40 Ghana, 60 Ghana. Ntu betimi a woso first round no. No about 40 Ghana gum. No was say jai another 40 Ghana gum no wanya 80 Ghana. Now I relax it. Maybe draw ubedi 1,000 Ghana ne ba be go phone so. Nya fi no be be ka kire say o till 10% bia. Me send ya e ba phone so direct. Inti sabre for phone ni enko. Star 274 hash. No was send ya mami. We send ya mami wi a na fi was select Power FM number 1. Obo Power FM number 1 ni wi a na fi wa jebre. Wa bo capacity no. What you say? You call it Saint Formula. You do baby you call cross formula. You call cross formula. You do baby a agbomoje formula. You do baby a agbesi segbefia formula. Or for your J formula. And when I say JJ Gumi or say phobia formula. Fabulous formula. Phobia formula. Olympics formula. Me JJ Gumi Sama. Star 274 has a Saint Formula. Saint Formula and your 40 Ghana, 50 Ghana. Bottom 555555 Sani Uncle. Bottom 555555 Sani Uncle. Raf Kajani to Mami. Bottom 555555. Nafi Uncle. Saint Formula and a media Juma. Juma we are this kind of big awesome in Chamamo. Uti radio. Now she TV. Beje penny. Enyi brama brepa ansa na menya na mede ne ba studio hani enyi ni paketua wo wa bobra ene da so no esemre kura se me cheska ma wo wate ase won sabeka twawo de susu twawo de susu twawo de yes 0243 346 last 3 digits in Yadia Mecca. What did your phone is 1,000 Ghana better so say 0 and see another one. Which is which, please? When are you winner? No 054 50 I can number I send me number 054 50 58 the 1,000 Ghana. We a winner. The 1,000 Ghana. Back on a toss where some better ways, you know, fearing. Adia toss where we are not saying aqua in Nimbaco. Star 274 hash. What's in them and what's a letter for FM? When you're not moving to learn, so mammy. The 1,000 Ghana, your phone is so big so. 1,000 Ghana. Big phone is yeah. We a winner with the 1,000 Ghana cities. Ucha ubidi. When Sabeka, or Takrade, or Bolga, uwo Navrungo, uwo Pusiga, uwo Kumbugu, uwo eye Boko, uwo Zose, uwo Boko bebia. Hello.
Hello.
Minu ya wudini bebia kasa free. Ucha saying? Ucha ne say o on the formula ben.
E ko no 555 ta be bre.
Ado wadi. Where your first time I wadi be?
Where your first time? You are in the American house.
American house on our own.
Oh,
okay. Send it be go phone so. What do you saying? What do you say?
I mean checking there in India.
Check your mommy. When you face mommy. 1,000 Ghana wedi. Usu twa wodi e. Me 1,000 Ghana kwa na meche. Capacity man. Usu twa mesa be ye draw no. Nti twa wodi esesi a wedi American house no wote. Wedi 1,000 Ghana. Enyume obechele. What you say? Oko ye American house. Benye chinchinga bia wi enyumiri. What you say? Oko obetuka aba ni ma abetubi. For you move on. Well, let me say, yeah, me just. Excuse me. Very well. Yes, I see free a year akoso modam a year spillage. Afi, you move to other issues.
Yo,
buying acquire an adu akasa, acquire Frida Prempeh sanitation minister akasa, any and the motua, another in penny for more to so far near Doya, Timamufo aye, Ediamo mono. Wow, abofra. Former Black Stars captain Seven Apia, Aquacoya Nadoye Ede Amawomo. Minim the worker ever a yes pillaging.
Yo, Mugabe near the kind made that it here for an I wish for Asi for maybe in the studio here. Spillage, you know. Mugabe say a buying way about power by 7 years. Womunji womun so that could say into moda. That is my biggest challenge with this current administration. They have never accepted any responsibility. Anything. But say sanitation minister now so na warapi say womo here when they did what and what they told the people so womun to free honum and they didn't do it, so you should blame themselves. Me tea and I say, well, this is the men and the women say MPP for say or more. Of course. And to assume it doesn't make sense. And I'm say, Moya Sano. Bossy Makoya, dear Makoya, their catcher or Mako Psyche or Moko catcher or say 1 2. Sana Tunikeke. These people, I'm going to play with spillage errand. They have been there for many years. They've been come, that is their ancestral home. And now, Mokoya Sadena, at least cause some temporary. Baby mom, something temporary that can take them to such place in bed.
Putting contingency
yes, in place before until say, I don't bet you. Why yet? One more dry, one more, maybe breathe. How can they just pack up? So, how do you expect them say, woman to free home? Ungot I have got a rumana. And that's a woman to got one in a fee. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. That's the question I need to ask.
Nana don't go for Mubugana.
That's what I'm saying. They have never accepted any responsibility. They always shift blame. Otherwise, how will you be in power for 7 years? Asamba. Now they are more pushing. Nipa na oji to be free on past 7 years no. Bibi no shift blame na majo mama NDC. What kind of madness is this? Understand that? At least MPP should at least for once accept or take responsibility for anything in this country. And I think that the government should go back to a drawing board. After all, I'm all for the court. But government, even though it may be late, it doesn't really matter. Government should go back and see what they can do to alleviate the sorrow of these people. Our more honor. For me, that is my stake on this.
Fantastic. Yes. Let's move on to other issues. Judge question, some retires Supreme Court Judge William Atuguba Editu Jano. Yenti also side of it.
Say, Ghana has no. Jackie Quita Semono. Let me say, Obesha Mugabe. Yeah, not dates unless I refer. Jackie Quita or by sometime in before the election. What an encrata. Ebama electoral commission say, or per se wide, or per se wujina. When you abana one so bad, obejina. And yes, what they in a crater, I think Jai Quayson submitted his documents to the EC. And on the 9th of October, I will call him, tell them, my friend, what they submitted the documents. And to my friend, November precisely on the 26th hour day, no renovation crater, they send our Canada and our buyer. And to what they come out on the 26th November. And the electoral commission every Jai Quayson on the 27th. And the Mopian and Cratanum. And I'm a clear on contesting. Paya contesting a week. Then Omatuaba in December. Adechia must say he wasn't qualified. One qualified the DNA. Dabena to Abano. And even if you want to go further, Dabena was a member of parliament. He became a member of parliament after he took the oath of allegiance of parliament and oath of secret and do you understand? That is when he became a parliamentarian. Yeah, well, me a lawyer. And Adam Bam is also a lawyer. But common sense. We don't need to go to any judge. Common sense to tell us that the man is more than qualified because all what he needed to do. Oh, yes. No, crata. And almost sorry. Now, we see, we compare. I don't know what that me wakasam na my post meeting say Ghana near Eduni. That me was say the same issue. The my sister ba I Adamu Sakandi near Eto no. The same thing and Eto.
So the mukra de no kura Burkina de kura.
Wakuta Ghana.
Kura
Burkina.
Kura British.
Yes. Sir. And I want declare yet he was in parliament.
But this is
And how would you? How would you want to compare that? Jimmy Tekeshi, why would you want to compare that with Papana Wano? What in the documents ever told you? I'm a easier claim. Meanwhile, someone won't qualify. Why did you even allow him in parliament? Because he contributed in voting for Nanado to be made to confirm as a president. Am I correct? Yes, in parliament. Because with that, if parliament was not properly constituted, Nanado wouldn't have been the president. He was there.
On that night.
Then Adachi Amosi was unqualified.
Voted and a speaker, speaker.
Yes, you voted and a speaker. Yes, thank you very much. And so Adachi Amosi, he did. In that case, no. If see Ghana, no, like someone said, we have not been over angry enough. Otherwise, if and what they are doing with their cabal of judges at the Supreme Court, I think if we are angry enough, I don't think. Look, let me come back. Nka MPP, any opposition, and NDC or Tumia. Mugabe, ye nanimni MP4 be. Kagana buta dane. It's a fact. Niama is on. Kagana buta dane.
A retired Supreme Court judge. He has been there before.
Kagana buta dane. And we are keeping quiet because NDC is peaceful. NDC is development oriented. NDC, MPP want peace in this country. Sorry, NDC want peace in the country. Otherwise, nka NDC for a behavior to say MPP Kagana abuta dane. Because who check here Mugabe wana Ghana nka the way NDC or more opposition or more dino. Do you understand that? NDC is good in government to deliver. But in opposition are not good. That's how I'm seeing it.
NDC, they are not good in opposition.
No.
But when it comes to governance,
they deliver. They are very good. Whereas MPP, they are not good in governance.
But they make noise.
But they are Takashi, let me put it that way, in the local balance. In opposition. So, many cases say, excuse me, say, Nipana bre and did all this things. We still went for election. Papanas are winning. You get the what's your problem? And they said, Chenchena, they are using the Supreme Court. De Biabra. Come. But I think, say, in America, no.
But De Biabra near High Court.
Send a mechanic. From there, no, they will still go back to Supreme Court to check it. They will still go to Supreme Court. They have no case against the man. This government have no case against J.K. Kwesi.
Are they being fair to the good people of Asinov?
Apart, not even Asinov. Forget about Asinov. They think that every Ghanaian apart from them, no. Jimmy. Not John and the fee.
One another, as several our President Kufuor
yes.
administration moben. Sena Sihuna Nado. No one Sana Nado, you will be a two mission as a obey to me a momano as say.
Mugabe, Okoshe Accra FM. I think I'm trying to remember date now, me can say. Nanado is an embodiment. I said, I'm quoting what I said, that he's an embodiment of Stanley and Sterling put together. And that Ghana should know. That was what I said. Check Accra, I'll get the date for you before we leave here. That was what I said. That Ghana should not vote for him. And what I said is different. It's not different from what is happening in Ghana today. You know, there's culture of silence in Ghana today. You can't talk. If a minute didn't come but now there are cabal of supposed investigators are also around to find us Asembe and Mbeka. Or Channel invited me to BNI. But woman himself Mekorano. And that's what the Marco unanimous FC Supreme Court say for contempt answer Makati or said there. But me, we met you with him, I don't really care. Once they invite me, I won't me ham who and court. Me the back out and someone prison straight up your but now da. One member me years now. I won't have time coming to any court. You understand that? Because look, your judges no. Especially at the Supreme Court. I'm just talking relative to Jackie Kwesi case. No, they had no business in that case. Yeah, in Seneca, you don't need to be a lawyer or a judge to know this. Supreme Court had no business or has no business in Sa Semino. It's left. It's just for the High Courts. Then you couldn't tell us a monk back. High Court. One or some idea. Or the appeals court because we are higher than this. You took a Semino. But yeah, the Supreme Court judges no. They forget that. Mugabe, many wo and appointee woman. Many wo and a vetty woman. Many wo and approve woman. I believe you understand. Because it is
we always need to be there for us.
Do you understand that? And they are not different. For me, Malam said, they are not different from our legislature and the executive. And if we are able to criticize them, I don't see why would they think that they are above criticism. And so they come with attacking. You say they want to find out whether you have made some contemptuous statement. And when you be no somebody say Monko prison. Do you understand that?
You spare them on.
Do you understand that?
You
get a pan. How can you do that? And for me, if you and you think that if I can sit there from morning till evening and criticize the legislature, the executive, you are above criticism.
So where's the National Security Minister Honorable Kandapa?
Maybe the only person who advised them, I'm coming, in this country, which they refuse, in who changes beer, Kandapa advice on the way out or mobile power. Every day, unanimous 7. Maybe from unanimous 7 FC. That's how I address them. Nothing has changed.
This is Honorable Kandapa Kasai.
Yes.
Changes be mine.
Oh, changes be mine. It's the same thing. It's F7. 700 700 every day. And why would you want to do that in the country?
You're worrying, Nana.
It is yes. Because you see, Mugabe, as in some way, no. Look. Yeah, now man for say God forbid. Look, there's no God forbid here. Those countries who went to war, and some way be. Yeah, now man say God forbid. God forbid what? Look, if I'm pushed to the wall, I come away. If you push me so hard, it doesn't matter what I want to do to get a solution to my case. It doesn't matter. And that's what I think the Supreme Court is missing in this country. The judiciary is missing in this country. If you push somebody to the wall, definitely he'll come back. You understand that? And I thought when Kandapa gave them that harmless advice, they would have taken it in good faith and changed. But the same thing. But say, and all of us are in Ghana here. And Mugabe, what some of them don't understand, they say. So you know say, we no ma, our manane. So you do anything now. Quite bad over the far. You're gonna any now. We'll make sure we all die in this country. You live. Because if they think they are not prepared to do the right thing, and even look at our CSOs, civil society organizations, the clergy, the imams. I'm not leaving anyone out. When your mama was there, what verification? Every day. You understand that?
Dear Nebeya, you bet to me about your democracy. Because, sir, dear Siwo, Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso, Gabon,
we don't need that here. Mugabe, me, I have never been a hypocrite and I'll never be a hypocrite. Yeah. I will never. I'm not going to be a it will be near Betty and say, Yendi Manokore, Ninja Nokorentum. Yendi Anokore, Ninja Anokorentum.
Yeah,
that is it. Because Mugabe Mohono, some feel say, Mawasem, Miko Kota, even though Masame de. I won't get a year. Why I made it before Adi Masam Hadi? I'm serious. Let's look. That is the only way we can move this country forward.
Yes, just an another with Digana from him.
Too much. Papa Manabroso. Papa Manabro. That's the truth. And so for me, me bomb pie de be a magic question. And I believe inshallah, nothing will happen to him. But you see, Obi a de be a misumano ye. I don't want to say this small boy, but this young man, then me our Moyuzuno.
Attorney General.
Attorney General. No matter how long, they will lose power. And our government come in place. And if he thinks that is how he wants to treat equality in the name of politics, it is waiting for him. It's not a threat. But I don't catch it. There's nothing anybody can do for me. To do to me that I'll be scared. I'll go prison. I don't care. Even though it's not something one should be pride in. You understand that? But going there is not any news to me. It's not new. And so men and kind of pain never see.
But they gave you good treatment.
You understand that? Nobody gave me good treatment. There's no any good treatment in prison. Who gave me good treatment? I was sleeping in the same place others were sleeping. There's nothing like good treatment in some prison. There's nothing like that. It's never true. We're sleeping everywhere. We're about 4 or 5 of us in one room. I was lying on this student bed, someone was lying on top of me. Do you understand that? So anyone who says they give special treatment is not true. So special treatment, they say, oh, the only good thing is that they allow you to cook your food. Yeah. And so maybe, of course, there are people there.
I had that experience.
Thank you. There were people there who can even afford, because people are able to bring me food, well wishes. So somebody, I opted to be cooking for me. So it's more or less one than my DB. No one saw credit. Even the day I was coming, he was crying. That's the only thing. Otherwise, there's no special treatment. If you can afford to cook there, nobody will stop you. That is it.
Very well.
So I'm only thinking that woman, the prison. One day I said they should widen the prison. Look, my man guys are mentioned. Mugabe, my man guys are mentioned. And Sana we go on. At the end of March, I'm quoting my elder brother, Honorable Matanamidu. I think he told us that there was a document. When he went as OSP, he realized that if he must send the NDC people to court to try them, he must as well send the NPP, because even though they are not even, they were new. And when he was not finding his way through, and you think that whether NDC come to power or any government come to power, for now there's no government that can come to power. No party that come to power for NDC. For now in Ghana, no government that can come to power. Would you be sending out to buy a 1 hour appointment? Oh, but Mugabe, you know that there's no way I would have accepted an appointment. Maybe for the purpose of clarification, I have been a member of NDC for the past 20 years and I'm an executive member. Wow. Yes, I've been an MDC for the past 20 years. September precisely 2003. I joined the NDC. After the NPP loss? After I came, when I came out from prison, I came out from prison in July. And in September... Which year was that? 2003. 2003. Yes, when I came out in 2003. You spent how many months? 1.5 years, basically 1.5 years. So when I came out, I joined the NDC. So my presidential pardon, right? Yes, absolute and an unconditional pardon that was given to me. You get the point. And so for
the former president.
Yes.
John Ajigum.
Yes. And so for me, it's about I know why to move Ghana forward. Otherwise, is it my machine and yet do some kakatamo so I say can say
Katasumo Maso.
Good Katasumo Maso and what? One who red man red, one who black man and black. And you see, Nanado is packing all the carcass. Now somebody was talking, say people, you know, when you go to Twitter and other social media, the way they can they innocently almost say the Jimmy Ford, the way they can even come and talk as if they know. Look, I am fed up with the way they are running the country. As if I almost even look, somebody says they are doing if it's their own private business company, don't run it like that. If Ghana, I almost run it, sir. Let's be honest.
Everyone have a move to electoral commission.
Mugabe. Electoral commission is more. But you say, ma'am, and say, young regulate more. Social media on election day.
Said the Ali Bongo, yeah. Sananado, Nadam for Ali Bongo.
Ma'am, no, and some I say, since this woman came, I have not had an opportunity to talk to the woman. But Mugabe, excuse me. Ma'am, tell my warrior executive director for IE.
Yeah.
And since some of them are American, how buy no? I have not seen any meaningful reforms out of the electoral commission. Nothing. Apart from being so saucy, arrogant, and disrespect to people who can even be as old as her father.
Oh, the
I'm saying she's so saucy, arrogant, and disrespectful. But if she thinks that, look, Mugabe, wallahi, Obi and Kancho remember catch Ghana, anybody Bagana pa. If you don't know my catch, anybody Bagana. I'm serious. Anybody Bagana. Anybody Bagana. And if she thinks any 2020 election, no. So it also was 7 times, no. Mugabe, she will not live to tell her story. I'm not joking. I'm not kidding. Anybody Bagana, papa. If she want to repeat that, Mugabe in this country called Ghana, you need to be called. Meno, you need to be called Ghana. Look, Ghanaians don't expect anything because this super incompetent MPO government actually Ghana. Well, me that is it's not a threat. I'm only telling her, say, if she want to repeat near 2020, no, in quotes,
okay,
near SC 2020, no. So person what this ha, I need ever bioma.
Be a son court.
Me court right there. While the unanimous FC is waiting for me, me court right there court. The unanimous FC woman chairman, me court right there. If she want to repeat that in Ghana, Mugabe, I'm not. Look, she will leave. She will not leave to tell her story because I can never have Ghana. But so didn't you finch him? Because Ghanaians with the situation in Ghana, Ghanaians are not expecting anything less than your mama and this coming back to power. Because I've traveled wide, even outside Ghana. Do you understand that? Look, we have NGOs in Ghana. Talk to them. Go to the office and talk to them. And listen to what they tell you. You get the point? And so, and want to convince me, Mugabe, say, this super incompetent government have won the election now. I don't know, Baba. Ghanaians don't expect it. Even I was even listening to one of the MP for Kurampo say.
I said, Oko game BMA,
you.
Either when you lose or you draw. You've been a sports minister before.
But MDC will not lose the election. I don't even want to hear about losing. It's win. I'm telling you.
What's your confidence?
I am overconfident because look, we have this political think tanks have come out with their whatever. Do you understand that? And some of us, look, Mugabe, may see. Nowadays, don't you see anywhere? Even recently, we share upon near Army our national chief end of year Maulid. Only you see
Maulid, yeah.
Only you see Maulid Honor. Anywhere you see JM, they want to mob him. The crowd want to mob him. People are begging JM to come back.
Do you mind dear Kosu Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso, Gabon, na Ghana, Ubiaye Dina. Your mama now, GD, Musa or Bar, name my best sentence na Ghana for idea. Bianya Nadu so befer to a befer janimum. You bet train that your mama buy near my bequeath.
And that is why nobody is calling for any coup d'etat. Yen chikrom. Yes. God bless you. And because John Mama is there is a Messiah. That's going
if
to,
there is life.
If there is life, Messiah, God John Mama is the Messiah that's going to get us out of this doldrums of this the woes of this MPP.
But controlling a social media no emwa.
Senior Ali Bongo no was he now calling say what or feel say what did no and others not abroad. But when it got to the level it got to, he was now begging people to make noise for him. The
international community should go to
they should go to noise with social media. So we regulate social media. So I find for making noise. You get the point? Yes, even though Nanado is not going to face is not going to be on the ballot, but he has his darling boy, his darling boy, Baumia. And I'm telling you, look, for us Ghana today, nobody among any presidential candidate from the MPP camp can stand with Joy Mama. I'm telling you, nobody.
Very well.
Understand that? Nobody.
Live on TV as was it, and also on Power 97.9 FM. Sembeba Devi. I was about clinic, Sabrabeja, Sabema, Wayemre, Ewompem, week election, Rupeso, fire year, more week erection, Monko, low sperm count, Monko, waist pains, Monko, Gono, Monko, stomach ulcer, Monko, Coco, Monko, alcoholism, one woman sound, Pesi Wijai, Untuminyai, Koho, Stroke, Koho. I was about clinic, Kumase or Kumase Tafunshia, so Amuzu Junction, our Moro Market, where Kaso amount from police station, Ashama, Lebanon, second step, Madina, so main station, adjacent Melcom, Achimoto, Christian Village, Onipuma filling station, and a day and Shenimo. For Dr. Amuzu was 0241 959326, 0241 959326, Ofra, Ebejo. So, Spanish garlic misan and the capsules, and you come for the Amawo in every Ubia, Aja, Duana Jua, Ujon Sobi, and Sana, Diache, and Yaman Koyemo. Unya Spanish in Runi Bebebo, hypertension, and how when you been my babu, Ubia Cassan and Cafe when no eba, or so Casa when no etikama, to say a year, Malamisa Tim in Chehe, and was so Casa when no me him, and not just say, Unya Spanish in Runi Binuma, Ebebo, ye papa, a gastric cause and menstrual problems in our copy binum Ebabo. Now, Spanish in Ray, pharmacy shall be a big rabia, beato. Sanson what the Spanish Jinko capsule saba, a boy in kissing a year blood flow to the brain. A sign improve memory and mental sharpness. Pharmacy shop in the Gram Nobenia Biato for 0266114311 or Fry Bejoso. Big Bear tablets, I mean, country or Bema, Yamre, Ewon Pem, Untumi Moedume ye, Bema, a Jahunsu, Ayamre, low sperm count, Kairi, your core, Niana Chese, Wajim, and Ninano, Unya, a year, Big Bear tablet in Bebwow, Bema dear, Osi, we see any, and we see any fire, now fire. Yes, a Kakrabia Najo, Kakrabia Najo, Esa, Agrono, and Yede. We do with Jinaso Atasu, they now sue so Big Bear tablet to be the was a mamma. Bema blast circulation is why you may you in the Pedianum, a first African page limited. You are more Wesley Gomon, didn't read about it just so. For more 0551 551 444, we are Bema when you're 18 years and above, will be to me unknown be. Safari Valley and every about a year wildlife experience with one each near zebra. We say antelope, jata, sebo, udo ha wani beji ye papa, omo ewo swimming pool ahodo ewo ho, omo san recreational and restaurant services, ni nyina so omo de be ma be experience wildlife tour, ni nyina no na che say, omo san ewo well trained experienced tour guides a, omo edo beko ama bibia konkan ede ama why wedding e view pe baby e honeymoon na do ni actually Safari Valley Eco Resort umbetumi abo ye papa ono beko anu di kan abuki dada na why reservation bibia de ato said the be ya obedu ho no na bibia edem ede emao omo esan ewo solar energy usage na just say omo bibia omo ye bia ni dum light ko omo ginam bibia ko omo ginam from 059 6914394 0596914394. Ubetimi so visit to our website www.safarivalleyresort.com. Ubetimi check out Safari Valley on all social media platforms. Omunyina account dawo makan techire ne djumadi ede ebre Power 97.9 FM and TV SYZ. Es natural mineral water and super aba edwaso bra Power FM out Mr. Robert you be a upibiano oba when sabi to me akabi. Es natural mineral water is simply natural bra never told the echo Hebron Hills International School say excel and shine. Obano pa admission amana for nature Hebron Hills International School. Media of the Nsawam Road. Aho and I'll be here. Obano wanya busumi sia ekwesi infinisia Montessori ntete ne de bema Obano. Sanso na lower primary any upper. Akwenya ewo ho. For Obano kono wanya ntete pa na dachi. Obano na brabo esni odu ona nkoda yi mrofo kwada omo free America omo ekosku ha omo free UK omo kosku ha ura environment wa say ha no say me de me ba na eba na won say yes nkwada ne Cambrofo timi say brofo no eye British ni American brofo no moka bibia ho bia eye British standard ho na chi say omo learning materials ni bibia no eye free Britain na ho na wo say wo de wo ba ye den ekọ nti me kanfo Hebron Hills International School SL and Shine the amount media of the Nsawam Road ko nekope akonya efama obano yumakonya dawro matachiri ne edi dwumedi ebre wo power 97.9 FM na TV SYZ mraso se mitiska kakra na fe mene Malam Isa yede akani nyina etoaso yede emamo na muhu ne eko ewo TV SYZ ne power FM star 274 has no send ya mame waselect power FM number 1 na fe wabo 1 na 205 no asambo na 205 no abo na 205 ene medical mo say a same formula ena meko same formula ena mede echo the same formula no ubetwa eye 40 Ghana 50 Ghana utwa so a ubedi what you say eye same formula cross by no kase menya no cross formula ana mse da bi ene eye yawada mintimi nko no cross formula mintimi nko no cross formula Kawo can say a loss formula kwa dia kamede wo bakwa a loss formula ti ene a saint formula sa 274 hash na wa send ya mame wa select power FM number 1 na fe wo bo 1 na 25 twagum sa mame edu 40 Ghana no wagyan na wa sa atwen so na wa sa load biem wa sa atwa 40 Ghana nti ene no wutwa ni 50 Ghana ni 40 Ghana 50 Ghana 40 Ghana eye den ubetum eye den obeye den ubetum inti twasesi ane yenko ofon ne twasesi ane yenko ment na enhwe menim twa na wutwa obeye den ubedi rafu jadro ne ba kutuma misesi a na mene Malam ensan fa yenko motwetwe ne ntoaso rafu jaba kutuma misesi a utwa ubedi capacity utwa ubedi what you say enwa Elizabeth boga edibi what you say Elizabeth boga wedi what you say wedi 1000 Ghana what you heminim what you say utwa ubedi and the demo saint formula saint formula 0243 001 0243 001 what the 1000 Ghana cedis what the 1000 Ghana cedis check your phone so what the 1000 Ghana cedis we a winner what the 1000 Ghana cedis se kana be go phone so say 1000 Ghana cedis 1000 Ghana cedis edike attach on electoral commission yako akoso modam spillage ana yasan ahwe eye jachikwesen issue no bebi aye be kono meni ala Malam Isa ebe kono eye clean up exercise ya nyame adoma 16th so interest e ho ebe ba so no obeka bibi kakra e de afa ho twatum mame na mesan aye draw ni bibiri aka ho ansa na maso me say ye de twatum mame me ye draw ni bi aka ho ansa na bibiri aka ho sa na maso na de odi sisi o wala na so menu ya odi ni ba bi aka safri hello menu ya odi ni ba bi aka safri
me dey Isaac me katafipo
on fo nyina won ye
omo ho ye o
fantastic Isaac na otwa asen
me twa 90 Ghana no
ase okono eye saint formula ewie
me call no capacity formula no
and them akọ capacity and them call the saint formula
me call the saint formula okay
fantastic tutra
me
saka tutra 40 Ghana and also twa 50 Ghana yes sir 2D saying say na be go phone so
1,000 Ghana.
Faketu abeje kesi. Nyamisha wati. Nyamisha mami. Faketu abeje kesi. What ho ye den? Faketu oh nenti Ghana or the abeje 1,000 Ghana. What ho utwa obedi. Ohwe menim cross a loss. Maybe out nyina hwe menim. Ade nsu utwa obedi. Waka cha awo so onu nsu ntwa obedi. Akwasi twa obedi. Otu ana mo hwe menim. Capacity. And they same formula. Oko capacity ne wuni. And the formula no a same formula. Ucha 40. No say 50 account. Ubedi. Alaji, nami aduma assistive. Ekoye clean up exercise. Ewo. Your Mahama, the office, ewo cantonment. Your take on.
Yes, and before then, I was even struggling to me call Accra FM. I want to take you back a bit.
Okay.
And I think the media relation man, Alayi Zaid, thank you very much, Omame. Of the date, it was 21st July 2016. 2016. And I'm call.
That's before the election.
Before the election.
And now 2 Ghana for.
Yes, me 2 Ghana for.
So 2 man and do I be
yes.
money.
Yes, no man tea.
Fantastic.
Yes, and I don't. And I want to say, me person me can be come up you. Asana me ba this boy. I don't want to address him as a man. I used to look. Yes. Who say Tama John Mama or power, a president. We have the clergy, some of the media, for no, a dear chair. Professor Martin. One cramp, I'm in peasant in it. Do you understand that? And Marco Dame. But I want to make person me catch or say, Inshallah, John Mama Beba Power. 2020. He'll be sworn in 2025. Oba woman disa no woman hwe amamu papa wo de beba. A Ghana be call the name. Obi MP woman hwe koso hwe animal kingdom. Woman koso hwe animal kingdom otherwise me do some of them will come after them. Mugabe, me say ni brother Ghana we are going to make a because Ghana is like if we don't take up our destiny in our own hands, ye ba ma ebinum. Aseo man.
Well, if you call clean up exercise.
Yes. For clean up exercise no.
Bekobi.
Me see, inshallah, I'm going to be one of those leading.
What did you na beba? Sekanya na akuma.
Me die. Bibiri na me de beba.
Thank you.
Because
ese be kebabu animo.
Oh,
ewe ni we
na
komo ponche.
Na ye kum na ye we. Na ye num doko aka ho. Say the num nsa, ye num doko. Na ye doko. Me. Osi bempa. I have never even want to respond to Niawaka, but we them say follow me. Say the be metie. But the problem is say MPP Mugabe ejuma oboma Ghana na NDC. Ochena so what's the how no say bio because so when see that.
Oh no.
Did John Mama tell Mama oppose. I hope you're with me.
Intimacy.
So once you just start insulting John Mama to even to the self because say onim die o John Mama MPP from oppose. And then I was a vampa. Apapon, what did your mama tem? I send a young cono. And he doesn't know some of us are your mama a chiriba. Do you understand that? And Matisse said he was even asking on UTV. I was watching UTV. Now Matisse or Bisasa or Cassis Samijan for a small boy. Daben or by NDC. But me question then say, who Daben or you drive Fonka? And I call your name people Emma or Puss. How we are Ghana gas PR. The Ghana, your mama when you Juma, your mama, whatever your mama, legacy no.
Mess or a Cadbury member of MPP, long time. I was in the same office with him in London.
But if that means
Satama, I have redo, you know.
Yes.
He sent 70 pounds.
Yes.
To one Cosmos, Adomanko and Chibosiako. No, okay. More Fox FM.
Okay.
No, Nanano my firm to Fox FM.
Okay.
And I was sending Scamano. Say, Uncle. Now, first can Uncle Asante Achim. Agogo Nana Sabre. The late Nana Sabre. One and a Santi Achimnoff, MPP chairman.
Yes.
To do Anna, my friend, catch and say, Nyadi or Mobag de Nayina Ebe. And he called Jacobeche Belanti in front of me. And say, and as you see what we can do. To me, ya say, or card in it, or Mombag de tea. Nay, said, Yabaya. Sa yes, I will do a party in Mobitima contest. I'm running your day, engine.
Yes.
When I say, and they were Obabe do Ghana, so you're NDC.
So that means in his NDC, he was a wolf in a sheepskin.
Oh,
but it's like Mpre so me blame me nua na me yanko for my NDC.
Say kronfo odigi radio focusika.
Yes.
And odi dwane try take it ba Ghana.
Me and na no na me na obi din komo na maka cha o say me
£700.
Me challenge with NDC so ne say. Wo mo a wo bre. E bre say ma NDC no. NDC ba power. Sa MPP for no kora, they will come back and be getting more jobs from NDC government than Womo. And I think I have another group, we call it something youth of NDC. It's duly registered. The president is at Amasamai. We'll be visiting them. Whether I have posts, I don't have posts though. And if I'm home, you will be visiting them. They're supposed. I'm serious. We'll be visiting the ministers who will be doing that. The executive directors who will be doing that. We mention this because power the you bet in Sabaka inshallah.
Fantastic.
Yabeka, we'll be visiting them one by one. Look, I wasi or person or pekiti our Joma Mefie. Many problem. Me challenge say, also ben pass or feel say or evidence. Actually say Jomama Edibonia, and that's what we said the same book coronoa. Mo party no, and our buy, and our 2 million.
Too much ready.
Go for the 7 years. Go and investigate. Come with your evidence. Do you understand that?
You have the
all the investigative bodies are under your control. Send it there. Do you get the point? No, I'm afraid your mama. After all, no one is above the law in this country. But send your did your mama temache. You think he can continue doing it? Do you get the point? But let me challenge you with Sasam Win here. Be very frank with you. Dampari. I was one of his fans who praised him. Because like Niamano Atik I Niama Chrono Abaform, do you understand that? With the regional commander, my brother, do you understand that? But I am very, very, very disappointed in Dampari and the regional commander for even thinking of giving Osibempa clearance. I'm very disappointed in them. And he's saying, because you see, many police said there is something we call discretion of the proper officer. And I think Dampari and the regional commander have not exhibited that.
I'm saying you better about part 2. Yeah, more time about deliberating on the issues. What be to be tried to? Well,
Bibi Mpese me try to say. Me and your politics, even though your politics, and Mpese me. In our party NDC. Me say them panu for no. Matetin sem say they want to change. Me problem. I'm appealing to them. Say, Jane, no, she is ma, and a mother. So when you take it now, they should have a second. You understand? Do you understand that? No. Because we want power. You understand that? Right. 2, my advice to how do you call it? My advice to there are people in our party NDC. Who sort of think that your mama should not be the president. I should be this, I should be this. The saboteers. The saboteers. And then my advice, how much I say, Obi Nakana Sam say, if you sell your own brother, your best friend, even your buyer, will not trust you. But maybe, my last, and I want to read it. You see,
quick one, news of one take over
MPP, and I'm going to read it. I've done it on Twitter and everywhere. Since 2021, MPP has never won any case against NDC or any NDC appointee based on facts, evidence, and the law. What they do is to set the agenda. 1, get their lecturers, their clergy, their civil society organization to support it. Then they will get their media cabal to undermine you. Okay. Then they use their communicators to convict you in the court of public opinion. And they will instruct their judges to sentence you to a number of years they want.
Another time now, yet to me about digestion. Malamisa Namotenikama, former sports minister under President Kofo's administration. Well, SAR 274 hash was in their mame, was selected winners, no, the Akaninano, Mubina Ewo phone so. That be so etimi akonka. Had the DBC Mugabe Maase ni meeting about the dominating Kwema. China you fear the ebesa din share. Mamuni na moniti o ne babo amabene ne news team e de news ya kase ebo. Be poso hema na wa hene ba na de eba. E mamuni na moniti.